Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Thursday, October the 7th, and these are the charts of the day. Still a lot of bullish charts out there, despite the fact that the market has gotten sloppy in the last couple of days, and some of the market leaders have given way to a certain extent, and we'll see if that leads to something worse. But for right now, I want to point out some bullish charts to you. Air Media Group, AMCN, which had come down into the July bottom, bounced sharply as volume picked up here. You'll see that the stock then backed off, coiled on light volume, and then here's where the real breakout came. This price volume surged this day here when it broke through the 4.25 half range, ran it up to 630, pulled back. Now it's forming a little wedge. Looks like a move may ensue, although there may be some additional consolidation over the next few days. I think the stock does get up towards the 8.5, 9 zone, our trading target. Amtech Systems, ASYS, a member of our top 25 and also a swing trade idea, has moved very nicely in the last couple, 3 months, as you can see here from the 8 to the nearly 19 range. Very nice pop took place 2 days ago. It didn't quite follow through, backed off. IM is backed off too, but so far in the confines of the rising channel, it continues to remain and if it does accelerate out of this zone here, I'm looking for a move that takes it up to 22, our new trading target for Amtech. Brigham Exploration, one of our old favorites from a year and a half ago when we were looking at it under 3. The stock has run up to over 21 today. The high was, as you can see back here, it was 21.15. That's an all-time high. Stock then came down, based out in coil. That was following the big run-up that it had the prior year. In any case, this base was broken with a thrust here and steady movement over the last couple of weeks, which has taken it from about 15.85.90 up to the 21 range today. About a 50% move just in the last couple of weeks. Today, big volume of over 10 million shares, and the stock has a chance of breaking out here and thrusting. And if it does go do that, I'm looking for a move that takes it into the 24.5 zone. Biofuel Engineering, nice base here. Strong price volume surge, back off to to support, popped again and flagged for 4 days here on low volume, and then took off this week again. As you can see, the stock's been moving nicely, and it's taken it from $1.83 to $3.15 just this week. Heavy volume the last 3 days. Looks like this may continue or can continue. And my trading target is around the 4.25 range, short term for Biofuel Engineering, BIOF. Greenbrier Companies is forming a beautiful 8-day flag after the big pop here broke it out. That breakout came across its 5-month declining tops line to lateral resistance, where it's now consolidating. Next move should take it up towards the test of the $18 range, the April high, but I'm looking for eventually a move on an intermediate basis that takes it to 21 and then 25 for Greenbrier. Hyperdynamics, HDY, moving very nicely of late. As you can see, this coiling base pattern broke out in early September, formed the rising wedge or pennant here, broke out and now is flagging. Now today it popped 23 cents or almost 10% and broke out of this little flag. There is some resistance just ahead of 275, but I'm looking for a move to take it to about the 385 area, my next trading target for Hyperdynamics. Junior energy company Harvest Natural Resources, had the key price volume surge and breakout here in a 2-day period, followed by a 4-day pennant. That broke out 2 days ago and it's been edging higher. Looking for a move to 14, my trading target on Harvest Natural Resources. And beyond that, we'll take a look at it when it gets there. JASO, one of the junior solars that is really acting well of late. This 2-year base here was broken recently with a price volume surge right here. Breakaway gap, and then a little flag ensued, and then from there, stock has stair-stepped its way higher, up another 54 cents or 6% today on 17 million shares. This stock looks like it headed for 11 short term, 13 intermediate term. Candy Tech, Chinese electric car manufacturer, which we traded very nicely last year, spent much of this year in a consolidation zone or declining channel. That was broken recently. The stock has accelerated, ran up to resistance and backed off. Today reversed back up again from 432 to 464, up only 19 cents or 4%. But with the price volume surge and the unbalanced volume and money stream and balance of power moving the way they are, I'm expecting this to break out above the trading target, which is now around 5, 5.25, and and make it up eventually to the 6 3/4 level to test the high set in January of this year. McMoran expiration, MMR, one of our other favorite junior oils, broke out of this big wedge on a price volume surge here with big volume in August, plateaued for a couple of weeks and consolidated on low volume, broke out again on big volume. You can see the pattern here. Nice moves on strong volume and then the consolidations on low volume. Here's another 5-day flag. Volume held up pretty well there. And then today it popped $1.15 to close at 18. 4.7 million shares, nearly 7% gain. At this point, my original target at 18.80 up 85 here in the March high will likely be taken out, and a move could get us up to the 22 range short term. Protalix Biotherapeutics (PLX) has been in a very nice recovery channel. You can see the stock had a big move last year and the year before when it ran from about the dollar range up to 12.5. Big percentage gain there. Then the pullback in November, December 09, followed by this long basing period. Now, what you're seeing here is a surge that's taken out 1 and 2 major layers of resistance. This wedge here was broken with a big pop, 2-day consolidation, and then the stock is accelerated. I think it gets to 12.5 to retest the December high and maybe beyond, but certainly in play, perhaps a bit extended, but certainly has strong momentum. Renee Sola, another very strong junior solar like we talked about on JASO. This stock has moved up in a channel here and accelerated in this channel, has strong momentum and could reach my 15.5 3/4 target short term very quickly, but intermediate term looking for something up around 19. Savient Pharmaceuticals, which we spotted and traded earlier in September with this big price breakaway gap, stair-stepped its way higher and now it's flagging for 2 weeks. This sure looks like a bullish flag, low volume, good technicals. My target, 28. And then lastly, today's WFR, MEM Electronic Materials, MEMC. Nice little base here. Resistance is being taken out as we speak. I'm looking for a move to test the 17 range, but let's call a short-term target at 14.5 and then 17. And that's it for tonight. It's Thursday. Have a good evening, and we will talk to you Monday night.